Uppy, uppy, uppy. It's One Funny Morning. I'm Dana Blizzard, and it's too early in the morning. This is the dumbest show in the whole world.
From Monday
to Friday. Sometimes on Saturdays.
Why would you say that in front of all these people?
Dean stinks.
You never know what's gonna happen.
That's your Dateline voice?
I don't know.
It wasn't good.
It wasn't.
It's not a chicken leg. This is a chicken leg.
Look at that manhole cover on my face.
Not a bad rendition of me. Hold on.
We know your brother. We'll give you a ride to school or whatever.
That's called
our small
murder
town.
in New Jersey.
He was a lot
Like with
with his everything.
oh.
What's outside your Puerta de Clima?
Best-selling! Yeah! Good morning, Dina, and all of my OFM friends. This is Karen Butler coming to you from Cambridge, Ontario, Canada. Now, I'm not going to explain Ontario again. Ontario is a province. A province is like a state. Let's move on. Anyway, I have been watching Dina for a number of years and recently have been able to be at home more due to a unfortunate breast cancer situation. And had to have a lumpectomy, and I'm currently going through treatment, which is going great. Part of our free Canadian healthcare, I was advised, includes being able to have a breast reduction, if you so choose, at the same time. So I actually have gone from a G cup to a C cup. So that's D, E, F, G, 4 cup sizes. I've gone down, which is unbelievable. And then my surgeon reported to me that I actually lost 3 kilograms. We're not going to do metric today. Let's say 6 pounds. 6 pounds, which equals 96 ounces, and 96 ounces equals 12 cups. But I thought I lost 4 cups. That's a lot of lemonade. Anyway, doing well, living healthy, happy to be here. And much love to all of my OFM friends. Take it away, Dina. That was the best. Good morning. I know, Tanya, she knew in the video to even say it. She's like, don't try to do the math. I was like, thank you. So that was Karen Butler, one of our fabulous watchers in the morning. So, yeah. Girl, breast reduction saved my life. You rock. May good health be with you. Oh, that was so fun. Oh, that's so nice. I really enjoy your videos in the morning. And are you on Facebook? I can't find you. Yes, I'm on the Facebook. There have been a lot of issues with finding me on Facebook, and I want to apologize on behalf of me and Face. I don't know. I wish I had answers to why sometimes you can see me somewhere and not see me other places. I don't really know. I'm hoping that Facebook figures it out sooner than later.
Bye. Have a great day.
Mm-hmm.
Have a great day.
Mm-hmm. So congratulations, Karen. I'm glad to hear that you're doing well. Had a reduction in 96 and I loved it. Would do it again if I could. I've never heard anybody have a G cup before, Karen. That's crazy. Yeah. I've never had an issue finding you or a post on Facebook. Yeah, it's very weird. Why sometimes it's happening, sometimes it happens. I know I was having issues the one night that we did Voila. I couldn't see any comments. I know that's happened sometimes. And so on behalf of me, I apologize. I don't know why it happens randomly. I know that, Athena, some people have more success watching us on a computer than they do. I also couldn't find it last night. Yeah, I'm going to put a post up on the supporter page after this. It just says, are you having problems seeing, just so I can get an idea of how many people are having issues. But yeah, it looks like Lauren's another one. I don't know why. So yeah, Pat, I cannot see your post on this board. When someone posts a link, they do work for me. And that's crazy, Judy, because Athena couldn't see it last night and they sent her the post and the link to the video and she still can't see it. So it doesn't, now I get the click on it. It says it's been removed and I don't have the ability to view it. Yeah, Joyce, I saw that. Yeah, and finding shows on the sport. There's things. Yeah, I can't get Ugly Monday and I'm a supporter. That's so weird. I don't know. I don't know how to fix it. I had said to somebody, I don't know if anybody wants to try, if you are a supporter, if you want to unsupport and then resupport and see if that fixes it. And then if one of you decides to do that, and let us know. I had trouble subscribe. Yeah. I was surprised when I got the news you were live today. It's so weird. I don't know. I think that they do updates. Now cannot get Walla or that's not okay, Betty. And I don't know how to fix it. But like I said, I'll put a post on the supporter page, and if you are having problems, then answer it, and then that way I could try to get some kind of support through Facebook. If I would say, hey, there's 50 people, there's 20 people, I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to do that at the end of the month when I review. Okay. Well, Candace, let us know if you figure anything out. Or if it changes it. Did you say that? Are you being punished? Go sideways. And sometimes I was like, did you say that? Oh, no, there's no like flags or things like we're in trouble. No, there's none of that. Some people have started the broadcast channel to alert people. What's that mean? I mean, it's because she can't get this. And it worked. All right, Robin said, some people are having a hard time getting in supporter stuff. If they're having issues getting in supporters, it's because she can't get any of supporters. I had to unsubscribe and resubscribe and it worked, said Robin. So Robin said she did it. Yeah, I have a couple that I like. They could be so much better. Oh, Mary, you were there? I don't know what that means, the broadcast channel. That's really weird. Wait, somebody sent me a thing last night, yesterday, and she was like, this is so weird. This was on, sorry, this is Jewish apple cake. Girl. What you call it? What did I say? Oh, somebody sent me a picture yesterday. She's like, this is so weird. This showed up in my marketplace. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. She says, this was on my marketplace yesterday, and it makes no sense. Like somebody oh, this isn't easy. Either way, it was like somebody was selling a couch, and somebody took my picture I think it was yesterday's show, and like put it in their ad for selling their couch. So it was like 3 pictures of a couch and then a picture of my face. You know how they say when people get catfished, they'll pick somebody else's picture. And then I take my medicine. You see how late I am today. Robin says, I show up as a 13-month subscriber, but I've subscribed for 3 years. Robin, I think something's definitely fishy. I'm just going to pretend everybody's been subscribing for 10 years, even though I wasn't even doing it 10 years. And I will thank you either way. because I think a lot of those are messed up. So apparently nobody thinks that I'm pretty enough to have my identity stolen as like a lover. You know how they'll do that, like Dr. Phil? Somebody's couch fishing. That's what I'm saying, Jen. Nobody's stealing my face to be like, is this the woman that you fell in love with and who you've been sending money to? No, they're like, she got couch face. She looks like she could sell a couch. Nobody's like, yeah, no, I don't want to date her. I just, she has a good, like, I believe that she took care of the couch. Maybe it's the silver in the hair. They're like, you're not coming up as like with like a sexy vibe. It's more of like I'd buy a couch from her vibe. Yeah. I am on a lot of bedside tables. You're not wrong. But most of the time it's the women that have framed them for their husbands, which is the funny part of it. They're like, honey, now you got this picture with Dina. I'm going to get framed for it. I'm put it right here. I am not. So as far as I know, I have not been on a fake profile of a dating site. I'm sure some people thought that when I was actually on the dating site that I was a fake profile of myself. I remember like a couple people were like, is this really you? I'm like, no, this is me. Yeah. But that's before I had the silver, before I went to couch face. Yeah, see, women know what gorgeous is. Women are like, that lady's got real nice highlights. I bet she takes care of that couch. Oh, yeah. She never framed the picture with your dad. She jelly. Yeah, me and your dad, we had connection. Jenny was like, bleh. He's a cutie pie. That's what happens when you move to another country. Maybe in Jersey, I was still sexy. But once I moved to this new country in Pennsylvania, they were like couch face. She looks like she makes really good Jewish apple cake. That's what I have. Yeah, no. This is who I, I'm really feeling a lot of stuff today. Oh, it's so funny. I don't know what's going on, but I'm getting liposuction emails and Russian mail order dating sites. Who did I offend? Karen, you were so good. It was so nice to see your face. I love that you knew that we had no idea what Ontario meant. I love that you knew that we wouldn't be able to figure out your kilograms or whatever you said into pounds. It just was so right on. And you look great. And then you said you had a G cup. I didn't know that was a thing. And cow fishing. Yeah, no, or couch fishing or cow fish. I'm sure there'll be a picture of me next to somebody selling a cow very, very soon. And people will be like, I'd buy a cow from her. Yeah. Karen, it's so nice to see your face. Here's the thing is that I see names come up here all the time. And I feel like I get to know so many of you through comments or trips. And some people I haven't met face to face. So it's really lovely when I'm able to see people's faces. So if you haven't made a video, it doesn't have to be extravagant. Just take us for a walk. Show us your weather door. Introduce us to your dogs. So I think it's great. So if you haven't thought about making a video, tell us about yourself. Tell us about something that gets on your nerves. Make something. But it was a really funny video. It really felt like we were having a conversation because every time you said, you're like, I've lost this many kilograms, and my face, you have to go back and watch it, Karen. Because I was like, and you were like, don't do the math. I was like, okay. Okay. You would be creative enough to do the video. Because here's the thing. You don't have to be that creative. You can just be yourself. It'll be so amazing. Anne Marie, do that. Hi, Charlotte. Okay, so here's what I have for today. So, every once in a while, I try to be smart, use big words, and read the New York Times. There was an article that showed up. Let's see. Here it is. So then let me pull this up. There was an article that showed up yesterday. No, that's not it. Here it is. Share. Okay, so this article showed up yesterday. It says, married for 50 years, these psychologists who study love share what they've learned to do and not to do to stay happy. So this couple, Elaine and Arthur, they met, and they are the experts behind the 36 questions that lead to love. And I was like, what does that mean? Yeah, you can, Tan. You make a video. Hey, Mess, we're about to talk about the 36 questions that lead to love. So they came up with these questions. They're in 3 groups of questions. And it is each group of questions is meant to spark conversation. But by the 3rd group of questions, now I only read like the first 3 questions, but by the 3rd set of questions, they're supposed to become, continuously more, I don't want to say intimate, but vulnerable. And they're saying that if you can get through this list and you like the answers that you're getting, then it's a good sign and that could lead to love. So I thought, in the spirit of Jenny Young yesterday, talking about the do's and don'ts on the dating site, which I love. And I just had such a great time with her last night or yesterday morning. If you don't follow the Burn Haystack method, you should, because it's awesome. I just thought that this one was, somebody had asked yesterday on the show, what are good conversation starters? And then this article just showed up. I guess this is actually the original article is on CNN, I guess. But it leads to the article in the New York Times. So here we go. I'm going to read to you. It is 36 questions that lead to love. And I'm going to ask you some of the questions, and then we'll see if we're connected, It says the questions in the study are broken into 3 sets, with each set intended to be more probing than the previous one. The idea that mutual vulnerability fosters closeness. To quote the study's authors, one key pattern associated with the development of a close relationship among peers is sustained, escalating, reciprocal personal self-disclosure. Allowing oneself to be vulnerable with another person can be exceedingly difficult, so this exercise forces the issue. And then the final task that Miss Catrone and her friend try, staring into each other's eyes for 4 minutes, is less well documented, but with the suggestion, the duration range is between 2 and 4 minutes. But Miss Catrone was unequivocal in her recommendation. 2 minutes is just enough to be terrified. 4 minutes really goes somewhere. Dun, dun, dun. So, emphasis on reciprocal. Girl. I think they did an episode on the Big Bang Theory of these. Okay, good. So let's try to find, Karen said something that's really beautiful. This is for you, Missy. Missy Hall is my inspiration. Similar story, breast cancer 1 year after clear mammogram, had reduction, and now going through radiation. But if you don't find a way to keep your joy and sense of humor, the cancer wins. But breast cancer picked a fight with the wrong chick. Missy, that's for you. And before I read these, I want to tell a story about Missy from the other day. This is called Missy Love Fest. So Missy and I were talking last week, and she was getting ready to film her 300. Film a podcast that was celebrating its 365th episode. And Missy had done about 50 of those episodes, all about cancer. It's a really beautiful podcast. And Missy said, "I'm so excited, Dina, because I'm going to meet some of the other women who've contributed to this podcast, and they're really impressive. And I said, okay, like what? She's like, well, one lady was like really like a big researcher and making strides in this, and this. Blah, blah. And excuse me, the other lady is really impressive because she did this, and this, and this. And I said, okay. She's like, yeah, and I'm just funny. And we're on the phone. I go, what? She goes, I'm just there to be funny. And I go, thanks, Brian. I go, you mean and to talk about your whole cancer experience? She goes, yeah, but I mean just mostly just like levity. I said, you have been working on this podcast for like a year. You were the only one in active cancer treatment the entire time. What are you talking about? She goes, what? I go, why would you reduce your contribution to this podcast? It's like, oh, girl, I just show up. I'm funny. I was like, that's what I would be. If I showed up to this podcast, I'd be like, oh, that's the funny girl. Because I don't have cancer. But the fact that you were on this podcast while in active treatment and dealing with all of it and then getting on the podcast, she's like, I forgot that part. And talking about it while it was happening. I said, you're the superstar. What are you talking about? She goes, I forgot. I go, do you need me to call you in the morning and just tell you you're great? Because I don't understand how you would just leave. And she was like, maybe. I go, maybe I should start a service where I call people. I'm like, girl, let me tell you what you did, what you have, how many people you have helped, how many people, how much good you're doing. She's like, that would be great. I think I'm going to do it in 5-minute segments. I'm like, I got to run. I got to go do my 7:40 because I'll be on the air at 8:30. I'll probably get like 10 more people in. But you know how sometimes I think that all of us have this urge deep in our loins to help people, but they're working against our loins in the back of our heads. It's just this constant narrative. You're not doing enough. You are a loser. You basically lay around. You eat entirely too much cheese. Did I tell you, I had my blood work done and I guess I have slightly high cholesterol, not like to the point where I need medicine, but my mom was like, you have to stop eating cheese. That's your problem. Like she made this big deal about cheese. And I don't even eat a lot of food. Food is just there now, like whatever. And then I saw a note from my doctor. My doctor was like, I did notice your HDL was a little high, LDL, blah, blah. She used a lot of letters. You know, it's nothing that you need medicine for. Just maybe don't eat a lot of cheese. Now, I never told this bee that I ate cheese. She just came out of nowhere with this cheese comment. You've already taken gluten. You want to take away sugar. Now you coming for my cheese? Where is the joy? Anyway, let's get back to Missy. I got sidetracked with cheese. Yes. So my point is that Karen, I love your comment to Missy, and I'm glad that in some weird way that worlds have collided here in our group, so that I don't know if did you guys see that I'm all over the place, but not really. The commercial during the Super Bowl, Wanda Sykes. Did anybody stop for a second when Wanda Sykes showed up on the screen on the Super Bowl? Wanda Sykes showed up. And I go, what's Wanda Sykes doing here? Just so you know, she was the only one I recognized. Everybody else, I was like, who's that? Wanda Sykes. I'm like, oh, Wanda, where you been? That's what I was thinking. I like Wanda. She comes on. I'm like, what's Wanda going to talk about? And she was like, breast cancer. I was like, this is what we needed. Thank you, Wanda. And that is another part that Missy and I are similar. People keep telling me how strong and courageous I am. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm just doing what I got to do. And then Missy followed that up with way too much cheese here. Just so you know, those two comments are right next to each other. I'm sure in the internet universe, they came in probably at vastly different times, but the way they show up in my feed. Wait, and the one below it is, Missy is a hero. I admire her so much. That is the best lineup. That is the best lineup of comments I've ever seen. Missy and I are so strong and courageous. I eat way too much cheese. Missy is a hero. Just so you know, that's about as serious as Missy takes herself being a hero. I eat way too much cheese, you guys. Oh my gosh. Wow. Dad told me during Paramount, it will go up 30 to 50 points with no changes in diet. I know. Brian, I'm telling you. My best friend told me her cholesterol, and it was so high. I was like, she's basically a solid. She has moved from being a human just to a solid. She's a block. I know. I was like, I'm Italian. What would I eat? Here's the thing. I love cheese. If I could drive my cheese car to work and sit in a desk of cheese and come home and spin a pool of cheese, I would do it because I love cheese. Yeah, no, Lorene, life has taken a turn. As long as your HDL, good cholesterol, is higher than your LDL, bad cholesterol, eat more oatmeal, less cheese. Judy, nobody wants you here. No, I'm kidding. We need you here. Best lineup ever. All right. Gluten and lactose and now being tested. Yeah, Donna, please. That's me and you, Donna. Just like Karen and Missy are having a love affair over there with boob talk. It's just me and Donna in the corner, just miserable, just talking about cheese. Anyway, what was I going to tell you? I know. No, if they take away potatoes, life is going to take a turn. I was just going to tell you a story before I got to the Missy story. What was I talking about? Oh, this thing. Anyway, love. Okay. So here are the 36 questions. We'll go with the first set. Set number 1. Given the choice of anyone in the world, who would you want as a dinner guest? Anyone in the world. They'd have to be alive. It's this world. Okay, stop. It's not a chicken. Come here. Come here. They're going to tell me who they want to have dinner with. Come here. Chicken. Come here. Come say hi to people. Come here. Now, come here. Go, sugar baby. Come here. Michelle Obama. Nice choice. I would have dinner with her. I feel like she'd sit down and be like, why are we having dinner? I'd be like, I think you're cool. Come here, you baby. Okay. Dina Blizzard. Oh, hey, Blueface. I would want, this is a dumb answer, but this is the first person with Jason Bateman. I just want to know if we have electric. Is there an electricity here? Donna, you and I as a dinner guest. It would be fun without lots of things to eat. My 2 sons and just them, said Kim. Let's see. All right, next question. Would you like to be famous, and in what way? Oh, a lot of dirty girls here. Slalom. That's it. Slalom. Or curling. Like if I was doing something different and I could be famous, it would be like a real weird Olympic sport. I choose slalom. Listen, no, I don't like the attention. I want to be famous for my butt. A famous best-selling author. No to famous. No, I like to live in the background. No fame. Just let me eat my cheese in peace. Carrie, we would have so much fun. My art being wanted. Lily Tomlin. I'd go to that dinner with you. A famous ballerina. Wildlife photographer for National Geographic. All good answers. Before making a telephone call, do you ever rehearse what you're going to say and why? I barely know what I'm going to say to you. Do people rehearse what they say on phone calls? I'd like to know an answer to that. I feel like I don't know. I'd like to know if you rehearse what you say. Kimberly said, absolutely. But only if it's a business call. Depends on who I'm calling. Brian says yes to stay on topic. Judy, you're already basically famous. I want to be famous for inventing something. I have to rehearse and try to get the nerve to call. Depending on who it is. Depends on who I'm calling. If it's a confrontation that needs to happen, yes. Also, always if it's a doctor. Interesting. I rehearse in my head before calling. I also rewrite emails over and over before I send them. Really? I do for certain calls dealing with commissioners or officials. I write down bullet points. I love this. Only if I'm calling a government agency. I fly by the seat of my pants. It's me and Martha. Yeah. Oh, well, a lot of, I didn't know that. I do a lot of that. Wow, that's interesting. What would constitute a perfect day for you? Perfect day. I want to hear what everybody says. Just write bullet points like sleep in. What's my perfect day? Sleep in. Lunch at a cafe or breakfast at a cafe. Meeting up with old friends. Can I get hurt on this day? If I can't get hurt on this day, I'd go ice skating. Am I guaranteed to be fine at the end of the day? If that's not a guarantee, then we're not ice skating. Hot cocoa, sitting around a fire. Making s'mores. A beach day. Lots of sleep, no appointments. Sun, beach, no sunburn, no sand in my crack. I thought you said sand in my crack. I was like, that's a weird thing to say, Bethany. Hanging with my daughter at the beach. A nice dinner. Horseback riding in the morning, lunch with the horse riding on the beach. You really want to spend a lot of time with a horse. Someone that takes care of all my meals. When did you last sing to yourself or to someone else? I sang a song yesterday. You want to hear it? Why won't Brooke take care of her FAFSA form? She not gonna go to college next year because she don't answer her FAFSA form, and I don't really care. Now, that's an original. I don't know if you guys could tell. But that was yesterday. You go. When's the last time you sang to somebody? I sing to my dog every day. 10 minutes ago, Defying Gravity. Did you do it like full out? I sing in my car every day. This morning in the shower. I sang to my grandson on FaceTime yesterday. Michelle, it's a great song. Everybody should learn it. I sang the dog's breakfast song. What's the dog's breakfast song? Please tell me the words to the dog's breakfast song. I sang to the kids when they were little. I was told I'm not good. Me too. Last night I sang to my son to take the trash out, like Brooke's song, "Take the trash out or I'm gonna punch you in the face." Dun, 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 dun. It's got a lot of musical interludes. "You are disgusting and most of that stuff is yours because you're gross." Dun, 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 dun. I can make a song about anything. I'll start college and we're doing it for the first time. Stressful. Linda, if you think it's stressful now, this is easy. I'm on like my 6th year of FAFSA. And it's a lot easier now that it has been. And I'm going to be honest, at this rate, I don't think there's going to be any money. I think it's all fake. So I got to sing in the shower. Neither of us. I told you a million times. Here's my kid. I used to sing everything. So funny. If I start singing, my dog will start howling every single time. I think he's trying to tell me something. He's like, "Oh, please stop, girl. You hurt my ears." If you were able to live to the age of 90 and retain either the mind or the body of a 30-year-old for the last 60 years of life, which would you want? I didn't get to this question. All right, let me read this one again. If you were able to live to the age of 90 and retain either the mind or the body of a 30-year-old for the last 60 years, I mean, I got a lot going on with my body right now. I know, Pat. I want to say mind, but I got the bad body. And it hurts all the time. See, Brian and I are the only ones. I know. I mean, I like forming complete sentences and all, but I mean, I'm in pain. Yeah, all the old people are going to say body. Body. I like my old lady wisdom. I think that the inference, though, Athena, is that maybe you'd lean more into not remembering a lot of stuff. Depend on whose 30-year-old body. Is it mine? Because mine was pretty ratchet by then. You're like, is this just a random 30-year-old? But can I see the body? I'm gonna need a little more information. That is a tough one. Okay, man, because you keep forgetting everything. I'll take the mind. There are great painkillers. I know mine aren't working. What body we talking? Water Wiggle said, my grandma was a size 5 at 92. She drove and cooked and was independent until the last 5 weeks of her life. That's what I want. I don't know. I don't care whose 30-year-old body. Can I move without pain? I'm in. I know. I think you're catching me at a bad time. I'm having a lot of issues right now. So yeah, exactly, Megan. I think anybody's got like an autoimmune issue or long-term illness is like, girl, I'm gonna take body. It doesn't even have to be a good one. I'm just like, girl, give me some love handles. Like, I just want to be able to move my body and not be like, I'm moving my body now. Do you have a secret hunch about how you will die? What kind of question is this? Why would you ask somebody that? If somebody asked me this on a date, I'd be like, why are you planning something? I'd be like, I don't know. Do you know? No. Yeah. That is a weird. That one gives me goose. Yeah. Hopefully quickly, said Patty. Samantha said, in an elevator. Samantha, have you thought about this? You came out hot. Carol's like, heart attack. I'm going to get hit by a bus. You guys are oddly specific. I'm going to die from cancer. You guys, I think I'm going to stroke out. What? Yeah, I try not to think about it. Yeah. But if I did have a hunch, I would like to know I'm going to go in my sleep. So it's like elevator. If I asked somebody and they didn't, do you have a hunch about how you talk? Elevator? Elevator, so I won't take them. If I thought I was going to die in an elevator, guess who's never going to get in an elevator? Whoever said elevator, do you ride elevators? Because I would be out. Yeah. Plane crash or drowning. Kezia, what in the world? Yeah. No. Yeah. Here's my answer. Cheese. My answer's cheese. How do you die? Cheese. In an elevator. Oddly specific. But now I'm just going to say right now, and somebody write this down. Come write this down. If I die in an elevator eating cheese, come back to this episode. I should have won something. My husband just said he's going to die by nagging. LOL, she goes, I ride in elevators all the time. I'm not taking the stairs. Why? If that's how you think you're going to die, Sam, start walking. Cheese, most likely brie. It is the best. It is the best cheese. That's really funny. And all right, here we go. Name 3 things you and your partner appear to have in common. And if you don't have a partner, like romantic, you and your bestie or your pod. Sarah, you missed a lot. It's a lot of fun. We're only going to get through the first set of questions. Tomorrow we'll do the next set. Name 3 things you and your partner or pod or friends appear to have in common. We like to laugh. Gosh, there's so many things, right? Humor, cheese, and food. Sense of humor, love of animal, love of naps. We hate stupid people. My husband and I have 0 in common. We really don't add up on paper. Sense of humor, lack of money, love of life. Wine can be one. We dislike all the same people. Music. Yeah, this is the first time that I have ever been with somebody like loves me. Last night we played probably for like 2 hours. We just sat in the music room and played together. I was actually thinking more of my girlfriends, but yeah, for Jason and I, it's easy. It's family, music, and I think he has a very funny sense of humor. It's funny because if you guys meet him, I think everybody thinks he's really quiet. I've said this before, but he seems really quiet to people, but I think he talks all the time. Debt, motorcycles, and family. Longwood sewing and comedy shows. Humor, politics, music. Comedy, The Shore and grandkids. Same hometown, 80s music, going on trips. Sci-fi, comedy and food. We hate politics. Coffee, pets, and personality problems. Being outside, fire pits, and fellowship. All right, let's see. For what in your life do you feel most grateful for? I would just say my family. You know, I think that's, I think family and my faith. I think that those two things drive my life. Mm-hmm. Anne-Marie, my family, my super surge, supportive friends, my healthy kids, my 2 daughters, my husband, my family, my husband, being alive. Mm-hmm. I wish somebody, Missy gonna come in, cheese, mostly cheese. Brie, could I say pepperoni? Let's see. If you could change anything about the way you were raised, what would it be? Here's my answer, polenta. I've said this before and I'll say it again. Diana made polenta too much, tried to act like it was good. Okay, and it wasn't. That's pretty much it. Polenta. Uh-huh. Stan said I'd change everything. My mother, who adopted me 26 years ago, she's 95 and we have the best time. Samantha said I would be adopted by a different family. Really, Samantha? Mm-hmm. It's a loaded question. I know. More I love yous being said. My mom making disgusting liver and onions. I would change everything. Change it all. If I could change something in my childhood, it would be my dad. Love my dad, but I wish he didn't drink. A mother who didn't abandon me. I plead the fifth. I would change our economic status, that my sister and I got along better. I would like to have a better time with my siblings, my mom not having cancer. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't change a thing. You know, these questions they do get deeper and deeper. Mm-hmm. I think it says, it does start to give you kind of an inkling into, you know, where people are coming from and what they've been through. And, you know, some people are saying, I don't want to say, or, you know, I think it's a lot when people say my mom or my dad. You know, you think about those relationships when you are young, very much, you know, how you bond or don't bond with those two people, right? Well, in so many ways, and you think about the relationships that you have through your life and how you bond or don't bond. And then you can look back. And this is all therapy stuff. Where's the therapist? Where are the 2 people that wrote this up? They should be here answering some of these questions. But it tells you a lot. I know this feels like a lot for a first date while eating nachos. And Missy, that was the last question of just the first set. That was question number 10 of the first set. We're not going to get to all the questions. We'll do the second set tomorrow. Bring the tissues. Be ready. Have your therapist on speed dial. Yes. And it's funny because I know a couple that had, where the girl had really difficult relationships with both her mom and dad. And she is dating a guy who had both really like difficult relationships with his mom and dad. And together, they're super lovely. They're super lovely. They really appreciate each other. And, you know, they just kind of get each other in some way and then have this kind of shared trauma, which I don't know if is a good thing or a bad thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah. My therapist is on vacay. Can we do this next week? Well, I don't know. I don't think that these are for the first date. I don't think these. Let me go back. How to fall in love with anyone. 36 that lead to love. Hold on. Let me go deeper. Let me read what it says. Here's what it says. And a practical methodology is presented for creating closeness in an experimental context. Whether or not an individual is in a relationship, particular pairings of individuals in the relationship and circumstances of the relationship become manipulated variables. Over a 45-minute period, subject pairs carry out self-disclosure and relationship building tasks that gradually escalate in intensity. Study, I found greater, this lettering is really small, post-interaction closeness with these tasks versus comparable small talk tasks. Studies 2 and 3 found no significant closeness effects in spite of adequate power for whether pairs were matched for non-disagreement on important attitudes, B, whether pairs were led to expect mutual liking, or C, whether getting close was made an explicit goal. These studies also illustrated applications for addressing theoretical issues, yielding provocative, tentative findings relating to attachment style and introversion, extroversion. That was supposed to be a summation of this study, and I don't think it helped. Incorporating the therapy studies so far, we have compared those numbers. This is just words. I'm just saying words now. So there's a breadth for. This article presents a practical method for creating closeness experiments so that whether or not a subject measure the particular, no, it's the same thing. No. Where are the cliff notes? I know, Brian, I was just saying words. A very scientific summation, which meant nothing. This is the questions that they asked people, from what I can tell, in a 45-minute period. And then they asked how close. I imagine if I sat down with any of you for 45 minutes and we had to answer these questions, that very quickly we would feel very close. You know what I'm saying? I guess the point is it's not necessarily like romantic. Maybe sparks aren't flying, but how it's basically saying that these questions, could make you close to somebody if somebody was willing to be vulnerable and answer them. Yeah. Or you should be drunk and eating brie while you answer them. And then you're like, let me tell you about my mom. I think it was a real study, Edward. It was groundbreaking. Yeah, I mean, everybody would be crying and hugging, maybe curled up, maybe spooning with somebody in the corner. But I think things like this are good to talk about, because I think that in general, we kind of mind our own business, or we're on our phones and we don't have, ways to connect with people that are meaningful all the time. Like, one of the things that even when my kids were younger, no matter where we were, if there was a waitress bringing us something, or if we were at the dentist and somebody was prepping them, like, I would always say, like, what is your name? You have to learn people's names. People that are helping you, providing a service, gathering, whatever it is, you learn their name, because you do that. And all of a sudden, the dynamic changes. You're not just talking to somebody you're like, Bob, can I ask you a question? And just that simple thing. And all of my kids do it. Even now, I told you that Dean made friends with the lady at the bodega down the street. And when I went to see them last time, they were like, come to the bodega. We want to introduce you to her and her husband. But she wasn't there. But you know, a couple of the people while we were in the store, it was a different girl. But he was like, "This is my mom," and they were like, "Oh, we love your kids." Every time I'm with my kids, when we were in Philly, they took me to this pizza shop that they used to go to all the time. They're like, "This is so and so, this is so and so." I was like, "Hello," and they were like, "You are their mom." I was like, they're like, "Nice kids." I'm like, "Oh, thank you." Yeah, I agree, but remembering names is a challenge. I hear you, Judy. Now I have to ask people like 7 times. I'm like, "Tell me your name again." I don't remember things. Can you tell me your name again? Yeah. If I you're funny, Carrie. I don't know. I got to call Dean after this. Is next. All right. Well, listen, I feel closer to all of you. And I think you know that if I'm ever sad, buy me Brie. Just know that you're killing me. You are basically murdering me. So there's that. All right. Well, listen, we did a great job today. Tomorrow will be even closer, and I hope you're all mentally prepared for that. So that's it, everybody. I'm going to go try and do something productive today. Highly doubt it's going to lead to anything, but we'll see. I have to ask people what my name is. Who am I? Who am I? Do I like cheese? Is my name Missy? Am I amazing? Oh, it's so funny. All right, everybody, that's it for me. Like Judy from Saskatoon and Good Time Andrea say, eat more cheese. Eat more cheese. She says it all the time, that Judy. So that's it. Have a great day, a blessed day. I'll see you tonight for Tipsy Tuesday. Maybe there'll be bourbon and cheese. Maybe I'll just eat cheese once a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And that way we can monitor it on Fridays and Saturdays too. Okay. All right. Thanks for watching. Have a great day and a blessed day. I'll see you tonight. Bye.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed today's morning show, make sure to follow us for more One Funny Mother content.
Okay, all right. Morse code is tapping.
And check out OneFunnyMotherStore.com for great new inappropriate swag. And for more exclusive content, consider becoming a supporter.
She got a bad leg.
Thanks again, and we'll see you tomorrow on One Funny Morning.